This video, I'm going to talk about excuses. Excuses has been something that's been on my mind for a long time. It aggravates me and it's annoying. Excuses are always being thrown around, they're always being used. I'm guilty of using them, but I don't. It seems more now in this day and age, people use excuses far more than they really should be. Have been thrown around left and right. We've always had somebody making excuses for us so we don't have to own up for our actions. And you're like, how can that be? Okay, let's take it back to when Christ was alive. All right, let's do that. When he was being crucified, one of the words that he said was, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." Let that sit in. We've had somebody since the dawn of Christ make excuses for us. Since then. And it's just a continuing cycle of excuses being made for everybody. And everybody, they fall underneath it. I didn't know what I was doing. Didn't you see what he said? I don't know. Like, what? Just because somebody is defending you doesn't necessarily mean you get to use that as an excuse. Or take COVID, for example. I didn't work out because there was a pandemic. No, you didn't work out in the first place. You're just using the freaking pandemic as an excuse to not work out because you're lazy. Don't use that. Or, I didn't go, relationships. I didn't go see my girlfriend because there was a pandemic. You didn't go see your girlfriend because you didn't want to see her. Or, my last relationship ended badly. Okay, well, that is kind of understandable. There's some things tying into it and stuff like that. But also take a step back and, try to look at, see eye to eye. Did it fail because you didn't try hard enough and they gave it everything they had? Or did you end up giving too much and it was, it was actually not a good situation for you, so it was a good thing? Like, excuses have just been made constantly. I'm not saying that I'm not guilty of it. I'm not pitch perfect. Like, I'm guilty of making excuses too. Especially, like, there's days where I feel lazy. Am I still gonna hit the gym? Yeah. But you bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna make an excuse so I don't got to go for a run, but I still end up running. Us as, like, me as a Christian, I see myself making excuses a lot. And Christians as a whole, I feel like a lot of, not all of us, but I feel like a lot of us make excuses too. Us as an American society as a whole, we make so many excuses. And it's aggravating. The excuses we make are allowing people to get away with certain things, or the excuses we make are allowing people to shift mindsets to. It's causing whole cultural shifts and changes. There's things going on now that it's excuses have been the pinnacle of man. And I don't know. I'm just tired of seeing them. I'm tired of hearing them. Now, I'm not going to say that when I make excuses, they're any much less wrong than anybody else. But there's certain levels that you hit when you make an excuse. Now, some of them can be deemed you know, they're not as bad because it actually kind of makes sense. Is it still an excuse? Yeah, to an extent. And then there's other times where you're making an excuse just off the basis that you can make one and you know if you do, you'll get away with it, or it'll make it all better, or, it eases something. Like, come on. Stop lying to yourself. We shouldn't make excuses for ourselves. Society shouldn't make excuses for us. We shouldn't make excuses for the government. The government shouldn't make excuses for us. We shouldn't make excuses in our relationships. Our significant other shouldn't make excuses. We shouldn't make excuses to them. Like, stop making excuses and better yourself. Whether it be in your relationship with Christ, whether it be with your relationship with your significant other or family members, whether it be for work, whether it be for just yourself in general. So many of us get caught up in the fact that we can make excuses because it's easy, because it's what we've known, it's what all of us have known. Now, I'm not trying to sit here and offend anybody or anything like that. I'm not trying to mess up, piss off anybody. No. All I'm saying is that excuses have been made for us since the dawn, and it's been recorded since Jesus being crucified on the cross. Like, I think that's as far as back as I can myself am able to see in history. When do we get to a point where we just, as a whole, stop accepting excuses and try to find a different way where we actually work together instead of making excuses, or we start teaching our kids that excuses aren't the way to go. If something happened, or if you did something, don't make an excuse. Own up. When do we start going towards that? When are we going to go towards that? I don't know. But excuses. It's a pretty long topic. That's it. Sorry for the long video. Went off topic a little bit. Went off the reins and stuff like that. But that was a video for today. Hopefully, I'm hoping this motivates y'all. I'm hoping this, this message reaches somebody and actually touches them. But that being said, I love y'all. I thank y'all. Keep supporting me. Keep sharing. Keep showing the love. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all are kings and queens. Don't ever forget that. And there is no finish line. So love the journey. All right? Have a good one, y'all. Peace.